Good morning, class. Can everybody take your seats, please, so we can get started on the day? Okay, now that you're all settled in, let's go ahead and talk about what did we talk about in our last class period. Can anybody tell me? Right, nouns and verbs. So, starting off, does anybody remember what a noun is? Right, a noun is a person, place, or thing. So we have two different kinds of nouns. There's a common noun and a proper noun. The common nouns, can anybody give me a few examples of those? Boy, town, yes, good examples. And a proper noun, can anybody give me an example of those? Jenny, New York City, great examples. A proper noun is the specific person, place, or thing. So, now that we've got those covered and gotten a few examples out of the way, let's talk about verbs, the second thing that we talked about in our last class period. Does anybody remember what a verb is? Yes, a verb is a word that shows action. So, can anybody give me a couple examples of a verb? Yes, jump, think, or dive, those are great examples. So, now that we've got the definitions of nouns and verbs, I'm going to read off a sentence and you guys are going to see if you can pick out the noun and the verb in the sentence. First you're going to raise your hand and then you're going to say it loud enough so that the whole class can hear you. Alright, so I wrote down a couple of sentences and I'm going to help you out on this first one. The girl rode away. Now we're thinking about a person in this one. So who is the person? Right, girl. Girl is the person, so that means she is the noun. Alright, and what is the girl doing? She rode, right, she rode. So, rode is the verb and girl is the noun. Exactly right. Alright, now you guys are on your own on this one. You're going to tell me what the noun is and what the verb is. The boat puttered along. Can anybody tell me what the noun is in this one? Right, the noun is boat. Alright, now, what is the verb? The verb is puttered. Very good. Alright, and now our last one of these is the girl ate breakfast. What is the noun? Girls, right. And what are they doing? They're eating, right? So ate is the verb. So girls is the noun, ate is the verb. Awesome. So now that we've got those under control, we're going to move on to something a little tougher, and those are called adjectives. Now, adjectives are what you describe a noun with. So, for example, I'm going to say that we saw tired elephants at the crazy zoo. So, the adjectives in that are tired for tired elephants, describing the elephants, and crazy for describing the zoo as being crazy. And so adjectives tell what kind, how many, and which one. So, on the next one, 4 gray bugs are in the small garden. So, the adjectives are 4, that is how many, and gray, which one, and small is also which one for garden. Now that we've added adjectives, I'm going to give you a couple sentences in that and see if you can pick out adjectives, verbs, and nouns. Alright, so the first one is this sentence. Susie nearly tripped over her brother's blue backpack. Okay, now what is the noun? Susie, right. Susie is the noun, and where is the verb? Tripped is the verb. Very good. And so, can we decide which one is the adjective? Which one describes a noun? Is it blue? Yes, it is blue, because backpack is also a noun. You can have more than one noun, and you can have more than one adjective, more than one verb, however many you want in a sentence. Alright, and now we have another example on the back. This one is, the big blue fish swam in the giant tank. Now can anybody tell me what the noun is? Fish. And what's the other noun? Tank. Right. Okay, and what is the verb? Swam is the verb. Very good. Okay, now we're going to talk about which ones are the adjectives in here. Okay, big is an adjective, blue is an adjective, right? And giant is an adjective. These are all describing the fish and the tank. So, now that we've learned about all of those, can everybody tell me, let's go over a few things. What is a noun again? Yes, person, place, or thing. And what are the two kinds of nouns? Common and proper, exactly. Okay, and verb is our second one that we went over. And who can tell me what a verb is? Right, a word that shows action. And the one that we added on today, what is it? Adjective, right. And who can tell me adjective, what that means? Yes, it is a description word for the noun. Alright, so since we have those three things down, I think we can move on to our next lesson.